Hi, my name is Jamie Roto. I'm doing a book talk on The City of Bones from the Immortal Instrument series by Cassandra Clare. This book is the first of 6. I've read all of them. They are incredible. This one, The City of Bones, is the first book, and it is about Clary, and she is a 15-year-old girl who finds out suddenly that she is this almost like magical creature, but not a creature. She's a shadow hunter, and a shadow hunter is a person, human, but they also have angel blood, so they are stronger, faster. They have the ability to kill demons and protect the humans. Here's a quick summary. When 15-year-old Clary Frey heads out to the Pandemonium Club in New York City, she hardly expects to witness a murder, much less a murder committed by 3 teenagers covered with strange tattoos and brandishing bizarre weapons. Clary knows she should call the police, but it's hard to explain a murder when the body disappears into thin air and the murderers are invisible to everyone but Clary. Equally startled by her ability to see them, the murderers explain themselves as shadow hunters, a secret tribe of warriors dedicated to ridding the earth of demons. Within 24 hours, Clary's mother disappears, and Clary herself is almost killed by a grotesque demon. But why would demons be interested in ordinary mundanes like Clary and her mother? And how did Clary suddenly get the sight? The shadow hunters would like to know this as well. Along with the sight she gets, she starts just drawing these runes. She doesn't remember drawing them or know she's drawing them, but she suddenly has this power. I'm going to read an excerpt from the novel about when Clary sees this murder take place in Pandemonium, and it also has her best friend Simon in the scene, and we're going to get to see the shadow hunters as well as a little bit talk from Simon. I feel, Simon went on, that this evening DJ Bat is doing a singularly exceptional job. Don't you agree? Clary rolled her eyes and didn't answer. Simon hated trance music. Her attention was on the girl in the white dress. Through the darkness, smoke, and artificial fog, her pale dress shone out like the beacon. No wonder the blue-haired boy was following her as if he were under a spell, too distracted to notice anything else around him. Even the 2 dark shapes hard on his heels, weaving after him. Through the crowd, Clary slowed her dancing and stared. She could just make out that the shapes were boys, tall and wearing black clothes. She couldn't have said how she knew they were following the other boy, but she did. She could see it in the way they paced him, their careful watchfulness, the slinking grace of their movements. A flower of apprehension began to open inside of her chest. Meanwhile, Simon added, I wanted to tell you lately I've been cross-dressing. I've also been sleeping with your mom. I thought you should know. The girl had reached the wall and was opening the door that marked no admittance. She beckoned the blue-haired boy after her, and they slipped through the door. It wasn't anything Clary hadn't seen before, a couple sneaking off to the dark corners of the club to make out, but that had made it weirder that they were being followed. She raised herself up on tiptoe, trying to see over the crowd. The 2 guys had stopped at the door and seemed to be conferring with each other. One of them was blonde, the other dark-haired. The blonde one reached into his jacket and withdrew something long and sharp that flashed under the strobing lights. A knife. Simon! Clary shouted and seized his arm. What? Simon looked alarmed. I'm not really sleeping with your mom, you know. I was just trying to get your attention. Not that your mom isn't very attractive for her age. Did you see those guys? She pointed wildly, almost hitting a curvy black girl who was dancing nearby. The girl shot her an evil look. Sorry. Clary turned back to Simon. Do you see those 2 guys over there by that door? Simon squinted, then shrugged. I don't see anything. There are 2 of them. They're following with that guy with the blue hair. The one you thought was cute? Yeah, but that's not the point. The blonde one pulled a knife. Are you sure? Simon stared harder, shaking his head. I still don't see anyone. I'm sure. Suddenly, all business, Simon squared his shoulders. I'll get one of the security guards. You stay here. He strode away, pushing through the crowd. Clary turned just in time to see the blonde boy slip through the no admittance door, his friend right at his heels. She looked around. Simon was still trying to shove his way across the dance floor, and he wasn't making much progress. Even if she yelled now, no one would hear her, and by the time Simon got back, something terrible might already have happened. Biting hard on her lip, Clary started to wiggle through the crowd. So one of my favorite things about this book is that it's written in 2 different perspectives. It's written from Clary's perspective, so you see how she feels about everything, how she reacts to things. But then it's written in Jace's perspective, so you get to see how he feels about things too. And they are our 2 main characters, so that'll be very interesting and different. This is also being made into a TV show. The first season just went off of Freeform. It's called Shadowhunters, so please check that out. Also, all of the books are amazing. Thank you for watching.